Hey everyone, I woke up a little sick, so my voice might sound a little weird, but welcome to something a little different. This is where I'm just gonna tell a couple of stories and see how it goes. So a couple months ago, I went to Cancun. It's a smaller city in the southern part of Mexico, and uh, my cousin's family invited me. They were like, "Oh, sorry, boys, haven't I had to answer that really quickly." But yeah, I was invited by my cousin's family, not even my own family. These guys were like, "Hey, you want to come over?" And I was like, "Sure." And we got there, and we got to this one hotel that they signed up for. And there's this guy. He's one of the salesmen that works there. He's supposed to be the guy that drags you along, gives you a little tour, and then tries to convince you to buy stuff. Me, so so then we settled in for one day, and then the next morning, he wakes us up in the morning. Well, he didn't wake us up. We got to the lobby and we met him there. But he like checked us out. He was like, "Hey, you guys," I was like, "Oh," and he was a very charismatic guy, very charismatic, and he was like, "Let me give you guys a little tour." So we went on a tour with him, right? And we were having breakfast with him. This lasted like 2 hours. It got to the point where me and my cousin we were like, this kind of sucks. It's a little boring. Nothing's really going on. So then they were like, all right, guys, you can go explore on your own. So then we set off to explore, and we got in the pool. There were like maybe three giant pools there. Don't know why. There's literally a giant ocean right next to them, but it's okay. So we got in one of the pools, and we had these wristbands that basically said, "Hey, you get free food." So we were like, "Oh." So we ordered food at the pool. That's how spoiled we were. And I think he ordered a pizza. And I don't know what I got. I think I got some sort of enchilada. Probably a spicy one. I think so. But it was good. They had a lot to offer on the menu. The only thing about the food is that it's not entirely traditional. It's it is Mexican food technically, but it is like very American influenced. So we didn't get the full. He didn't get the full package because but it was still good. It was still good. It's not, but the tacos weren't the same that you'd find off the side of a Mexico street in a taco truck. But all the food was good. It was good. I think at one point I had some of their special like nachos, and it was like melted cheese like all over. I mean, like an entire layer of melted cheese. So we were chilling for a while, and then he was like, "Hey, you want to head to the beach?" And our stomachs were empty. We were ready to go. So I was like, "Sure, let's go to the beach." So we go to the beach, and the water was deadly cold, like freezing. Like you get in, your skin immediately turns blue. So we were like, oh, let's just lay down on the beach. So I was like, okay. We got in these two beds they had on this, not really beds, they were more like hammocks. And there is this we were just laying down, right? I looked to my left. There's this kid just sitting. He looked like maybe 5. He was blonde. He was wearing blue shorts. He was look like he was just staring at me like into my soul, not blinking. He's not even looking away. Like his family was like calling him. He wasn't looking at them. He was looking directly into my soul. So to alleviate the tension I was feeling, I waved at him. And do you know what this kid does? He looks at his sister, calls her over with like a hand gesture, like "come here," and she sat next to him, and he pointed at me. And now these two are looking at me like I'm some sort of attraction at Cancun. Uh, I was I was very uncomfortable. Um, so my cousin, he was next to me. I was like, dude, are you seeing this? These two kids are like dead staring at me. And then he was like, oh shoot. And then he left. He went to use the restroom. He left me there. I didn't know what to do. I just got on my phone. And I was on my phone for about 5 minutes. I looked to my left. They're still staring at me. I I didn't know what to do. There wasn't like a mom nearby or anything. I mean, I'm not sure. There's a bunch of like people around there, but I'm not sure if any of them were their parents. But they were just. Eventually, I left, and I never saw them again. which is a good thing. Then the day after that, we took this like boat cruise. Like there's an island across from Cancun called Isla Mujeres, and we went there. But the thing is about the boat ride. It was run it was run by a group of guys that like I'm pretty sure they just lived in that boat. I'm not sure. They it was just like a small little speedboat, right? It could fit maybe 15 people. These guys are like such like party animals. We they were playing like good music, really loud, party all the way. We got to the island. We chilled there for a bit, walked around. Um, so I think we got there with like about maybe 20 people, definitely more than the capacity. Some of them had to sit on the side of the boat. We came back with 15. I'm pretty sure we left the family on that island. Uh, don't know what happened to them. Don't know what happened to them. Um, ooh. Whenever we got there, there's like a much smaller, less attractive beach, and on the side, there's a dock, and on the dock I saw a starfish. That was pretty cool. It was like maybe like a darkish purplish color, and very bumpy. On the ride back, there was like two kids on that boat. Not surprisingly, not the same kids. These two kids were like, I kid you not, they were like jumping like everywhere. They were like almost climbing on the sails. These kids were, I don't know what they were doing, or I don't know what was going on, but they were like so hyper and active. It was almost like they were like putting on like some sort of like entertainment for everyone on that boat. I don't know. I don't know, man, but these kids were like literally everywhere. We arrived in Cancun later that night, and went to this one restaurant. Oh gosh, what was it called? I think it was like Blue something. Blue Casino? No. Blue something. Let's call it Blue Sauvage. I don't know what Sauvage is or what it means, but it's called Blue Sauvage. We went to this restaurant. It's an Italian. No, it's not an Italian restaurant. They were serving Italian food that night. They were serving like different different types of food every night, like different kinds of like genres and such. I'm not sure if that's the right word to use, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? They were serving like Italian food that night, which was pretty good. They had like a giant like brick oven in there for pizza. I I haven't seen one as big as the one I saw in there. It was like maybe had a diameter of 2 meters. It was a big one. In that restaurant, there was like mirrors like on the ceiling, so you would look up and you just see like you. you they had mirrors on the ceiling, so you could like get a good view on your food. You could say. What did I have that night? I probably had like lasagna or something. Um, I know my cousin. He had. Oh man, I don't remember what he had. But my aunt, she had like this fried octopus plate, and I have never tried octopus until then. Um, so how did I convince myself to do it? I'll tell you. This octopus, she was like, "You should try this," and I didn't want to be a wuss in front of that family. So I was like, "Oh, okay, all right, cool, yeah, sure, I'll do it." So I'm looking at this fork with a piece of tentacle on it. Yeah. I just in my mind I was like, this is chicken. This is chicken. That's all it is. It's just chicken. It's chicken. That's it. And I tasted it, and I could. Oh gosh, I could feel the. What are they called? I could like feel like the suction cups on. I'm not sure if that's what they're called, but that's what they seem to me. I could feel the suction cups on the tentacles. All I said was that this is chicken. This is just a weird flavored chicken, textured chicken. That's all it is. That's all it is. Oh man. Then and I so yeah, I've had octopus. We decided to stop by the beach for the last time in the day. It was nighttime. There was like bands playing, a couple lights around the floors. we decided to check out the beach. Collected a couple seashells. Feeling a little proud of myself for that one. Um, souvenirs. Um, the beach is like so cool at night. Like it's all calm. The ocean is there's not like there's not like a single ripple near us. Maybe a few waves, but nothing really like exciting. So it was peaceful. Also, where I live, there are no palm trees. So seeing the palm trees in Cancun was nice to see. Little worrying though, because I heard that coconuts can fall and kill someone. So be careful under coconuts, I guess. Also, before we move on to the next day of I was in Cancun, you made it this far. This is gonna be one of the longest videos so far. You made it this far. Might as well just give you a couple ideas I have for the future. I'm liking to responding to emails and seeing what I can say and what I can give my best advice on with emails that people send. I'm also like not much of a talker, like in general, in most public areas, or even on like group calls. I'll usually be very quiet, more more observant than talking. I'll like I wouldn't call myself that sounds a little weird, but yeah, I'm more of like an observer than a talker. This has a couple people I've noticed. They're like, "Why aren't you talking?" And I'm like, I'm just listening." Like me and a group of people is literally just a podcast for me. And sometimes I'll jump in every once in a while. And I feel like on here, yeah, right now I'm just talking to a microphone. It's I don't know. I feel like I can talk easier on here and I can talk directly to whoever is listening. Hey, how's it going? Yeah. My advice may not for sure be the best at all. And surprisingly, there are people sending emails. So, but I will do my best to anyone that thinks they have an issue or a problem, or maybe they just have a question. In the inbox, which is in like just about every description so far. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for that. All right, back to day 2, boys. Day 2 in Cancun. Oh yeah, let's go. Oh yeah. So, day 2. Oh man, I actually have an embarrassing story on day 2. We woke up. We went down to a restaurant that was down there. There's like maybe 3 surrounding restaurants around us, maybe 4. But we went down there. As we were walking, there was a man who was grilling on the side of the restaurant, and he hasn't like actually started anything. I just saw smoke coming out of the grill, so I was like, oh, he must be cooking something, right? Keep in mind, this is like early in the morning. All the restaurants are starting to get their cooking ready. All the meals are being prepped. So there was food in the atmosphere. I look at this guy. He was relatively close. I don't know why I felt the need to say something when I usually don't. But I looked at him, waved at him. I said, "Hey, it's smelling good." Why on earth would I say that? You know what he said to me? He says, "I haven't even started cooking yet." And he said that with no smile, no chuckle, no anything. I felt so like I just got punched in the face by a heavyweight of embarrassment. Oh man. I said, good, smelling good. He said, "I haven't started yet." I looked away so fast, and I looked at my cousin. He was laughing. I saw his sinister grin. Oh, I felt embarrassed. He didn't have to do that to me. He could have just said, "Yeah." That's it. That's all he had to say. Just yeah. I would have been happy. I would have been happy with that answer. We came back out of that restaurant. I still saw he was grilling. I didn't want to say anything to him. I just looked at him and walked away. The workers at Cancun though, they were so nice. the guys and the women. They were just like maybe like nearby residents to Cancun, but they were just so kind and attentive, like always offering you help. And it was I just got so upset with like the visitors to Cancun that would treat them so. I don't know, man. These there's like some of the visitors that were with us. Um, they just like treated them so harshly, and like because they didn't know English very well. The workers didn't know English very well, and these these workers that seemed whenever they were speaking Spanish to them, it just seemed like they were mocking them, and it was like I just felt like, oh my gosh, I was so upset by that. I was like, come on guys, don't do that. It was almost like they were mocking them, dude. But yeah, all of them were so nice. Every one of them. I really like the opportunity I got to speak more Spanish around, and just in general, cause where I mean, cause where I am, I'm in like the pinnacle of America. There's not much Spanish to be spoken with, besides just friends and family. So this was a good opportunity to use my Spanish more. I like practicing that language because more practice, the better you sound, and the better you sound, the closer you get to being a diplomat. Yeah, I like speaking more Spanish around people just in general. Talking about speaking publicly. Hopefully, videos like much later on, they're probably gonna sound much better than how I do now. Hopefully, because you can probably tell like even now, I'm a little like maybe a little on edge, but I know I'm getting comfortable and I'm liking this what I'm doing right now. Talking to a mic, yeah, it's a little weird, but it's alright. Hopefully, you watching this, yeah, hopefully my talking will get better, if you understand that. I'll say one more story before I go. One time, we were in the pool, and we were just like, just throwing a ball, playing some catch with a football in the swimming pool, right? There was like a group of people across the pool, and we accidentally threw the football over there, and I instantly got scared. I hid in the water. I ducked in the water immediately. Uh, they're they're like, "Can we play with you?" And we were like, "Heck yeah, you can." So we did exactly that. Neither of us were good at catching or throwing. No, like we weren't like actual like players or anything, but we had fun. It was funny because some of us got hit, some of us just missed completely. It was a fun time though. We were playing for about like 15 or 30 minutes. That's a bit of a difference. That's like 2 times 15 minutes. There was no accurate way to measure the time while you're in a pool. It just felt like that amount of time. Like maybe an hour will feel like 5 minutes. Maybe 5 minutes will feel like an hour. This game I'm playing is called it's called Sky. If anyone is familiar with the game, do not call me a moth. No one call me a moth, alright? If you're familiar with the game, I am not a moth. I just started this game, alright? Leave me alone. I like this game. I thought it was a good choice to do. And yeah, that's just about everything I have for you guys. Thank you for listening to almost 20 minutes of me talking. I mean, let me know if you want more of this. I'm more than happy to ramble to you guys. Thank you for listening. This was a bit of like a secret video. Hope you enjoy. Talk to you guys later. Bye.